Hill. I'm here with Vicky.
Hi!
And she's going to take me on a tour of Pendle Hill.
Yeah.
Going to do about 8 miles today.
Yep, in the mist and rain.
Oh yeah, a bit different to our last video. But you are training for...
I've got a 45 miler, did I say? 45 miler in Feb.
Yeah.
Round here actually, it's not too far from here. Pendle way in a day. So I'm going to go and play on some of the route.
Yeah. And I've got Manx Mountain Marathon in April, but also before that Sherwood Pines half marathon. So we're just getting out to do some training.
Get some miles.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, start the watch. Start the watch. It didn't happen if it's not on Strava.
Ah, that's true.
Okay. Off she goes into the mist.
Oh, into the mud.
Into the mud. I've got the old backpack on underneath the waterproof business because it's horrible.
We're on the back of one of my...
What a lovely view. Got hot.
I'm not.
Waterproof's off. So where are we, Vic?
We are on the tourist path, wandering up Pendle Hill.
Can't see it ahead of me at all.
No, Pendle's around the corner. No, this bit's quite nice.
Oh, there's a signpost.
There you go.
Lovely.
This is one of the cairns to tell you. So we're going to do up to the summit this way and then loop back down, and we'll come down this way because it's a really nice run off.
Very muddy, boggy. Good job you're wearing that really bright yellow thing.
We should be seeing a lovely gully up that side in the middle of the valley, and then we're going to cross that and go up to the trig point about a mile.
Very windy trig, it's nice. Nobody here. Yeah, still too warm to wear the waterproof.
Not quite. Just go all the way down into Barley.
Cool.
And you can just come all the way back up again if you want.
Yeah, I think I might do some step reps tomorrow.
It's just straight down and back up. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And then when you get here, the way back up to the trig is obviously either or.
Yeah.
That will take us to that other post that we started at, Nick.
Okay.
We're heading that way. Oh, it's clear. That's so much better. Yeah. I don't have to rely on my navigation.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Oh no, it's tea.
Is it tea?
It's tea.
It's either whiskey or a urine sample.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Just from the Nick up to the trig and then back round this way.
Yeah.
Showing Claire Pendle.
I do a YouTube channel about running, so I'm just making a film as well about it. There's not much to see today.
So you'll be on her film. Nice to meet you all.
That was the most interesting thing to see. Oh god, I'm cold now.
Stay out ahead now.
Through the mist. To commemorate the centenary of scouting.
Scout Cairn!
Beautiful views. Water as well. Awesome.
So we just veer off down there because our car's parked out there.
Oh, it's clearing now. A little bit of a view at least.
That's Whistlemore. There's a hidden trig on there as well, that's quite cool.
Lovely.
And that's where I run up from school over that bit.
Oh, lovely. More than when we set off, isn't it? See the reservoir. Oh, we can see the reservoir really well now. Oh, it's lovely now. Very gingery around here. Woo. Yeah. It was a good run. Lovely run. Very misty.
Training commenced.
Yeah, training commenced. We're warm again now.
So Pendle Hill is actually way over the back. You can't see it.
Can't even see it from here.
Because you kind of go up and then turn left.
Yeah, nearly 8 miles. Wow, that's really good. Could I do that 10 more times and the rest? Oh, here we are.
A nice little
Back at the van.
Yay!
All done.
Happy days.
Okay, so we've just done a lovely run around Pendle Hill.
Beautiful
Thank you. And I just wanted to chat a little bit to Vicky about how she is training for the ultras that she has planned this year.
Yep.
So yeah, what have you got coming up, and how are you training?
So I need to start my training because I've had a terrible December with being ill and not getting much done. So I've got Pendle Way in a day, which is 45 miles, coming up at the start of Feb. And then I've got Haworth Hobble in March, and then I've got the Calderdale Hike, which is 38 miles. I did that last year in April. So I need to start getting some long ones in. I don't tend to train more than 20 miles for long races and things like that, just because I don't have the time. So typical week would be Monday, I'd fit in probably a 5k run and a 10k run. Tuesday, because I'm in work on a Monday. Tuesday, try and get sort of 10k in. Then Wednesday, Thursday I'm off work, so that's when I try and do sort of 4 hours, 3 hours runs, just to try and build up some distance really, but just time on feet. Getting out whenever I can, getting dropped off when we've had days out, getting dropped off 10 miles from home and having to run home, and just trying to fit it in around family life, child, and work really. Same as everybody.
Do you not train at the weekends then? Because you've got Juliet at the weekend.
When Phil works away, training at the weekend is quite difficult. I'm limited to the treadmill, or taking Juliet out on the bike while I run, while she's on the bike, or dropping her off with a neighbour for an hour, but I'm time limited on a weekend. Definitely.
Because I think you get a lot of training plans where you're like, oh, your long run is on the Sunday.
I've never been able to do that yet. If Phil's at home I can. I can go out for a day, but generally it's treadmill at night time, trying to do something during the day, and then on my days off is when I get my long runs in.
And will you be doing any speed work or strength and conditioning stuff?
The answer to this should be yes.
Don't we know? We all the same, aren't
strength
we?
and conditioning, unless I find myself getting an injury coming along, I probably won't, although I know I should. And as for speed work, I only tend to do speed work if I'm racing, sort of road races, cross country and things like that.
Or like shorter stuff.
Yeah, if I'm doing the longer stuff, I stick more with time on feet, not necessarily speed. I know that I've got a bit of speed at the end if I need it, but let's face it, at the end of 40 miles, your speed work is probably not going to save you. It's your feet that are going to be in bits.
And I know that in the past you've podiumed on lots of races, you've won lots of races. Is that your aim for this year?
It would be nice to think so. I'm not sure really. It's kind of, I think I never set off at the start of a year thinking, oh, I'm really fit and I'm going to do this. I always think, oh, I'm not as fit as I should be, and that's never changed ever. And then you win something, it's like, oh, I did all right then, and then you enter something else. So I don't know, that would be nice, but we'll just see.
So
I won Calderdale last year.
You're not training to win, you're training to just go and have a nice day, and if you happen to win, that's great.
I'll push myself. I will push myself. I will finish and not have been able to go any quicker, but I wouldn't set off at the speed of light. I think you can't with long stuff, can you? You set off thinking I'll get round it, and then part way around you're like, oh, I'm in first place, oh, that's good, right, I've got to keep it now. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And how important is it for you to have these races booked in, to have something to aim for?
It's the kick up the bum, isn't it? It's the if you book something, then you're tied into doing it, so you have to train for it.
Especially these winter ones.
Yes, yeah. I think winter's hard for training. Everybody finds it difficult. It's cold, it's wet, getting yourself out the door is difficult. You don't want to be out for 2-3 hours when it's raining. It's not nice, is it? So yeah, having something booked means you have to go out that day and do it. And you know, also if the weather's horrendous, there's no shame in quitting a run or quitting a race even. You know, if you're 15 miles into a 40 miler and you're freezing and you're not enjoying it, then there's no point. It's there for enjoyment more than anything, isn't it?
And it could be dangerous. I mean, you don't want to get yourself into a dangerous situation.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's really interesting about your training. It's interesting that you fit in like 2 runs on the Monday, like little short ones.
I try and do double days a lot, even if it's just 5k at lunchtime. 20 minutes, 5k, it's another 5k that you've done.
Yeah.
Just keeping sort of going, really.
I just find like I can't be bothered to get changed and back again. I'd rather
Doesn't bother me.
Really, I'd rather do it in the morning and get the one thing done, like strength work and a run, and do a long run. Yeah, if I have to get changed and then get back changed, I'm like, oh, that's irritating.
I think you have to get over that. So I run a lot at work. So I'll go into work, done my hair, done my makeup, look nice, and then I'll nip out at lunchtime and run 5k, come back sweating, hair a mess, and I'll just scrape my hair back, get changed, bit of deodorant, and then back to class. And the kids are used to seeing me with like, boiling, bright red face and things like that. But, if it's a sacrifice, isn't it? You either sacrifice being a bit sweaty for the rest of the afternoon, or you sacrifice your run. And then, it's like showering as well, because you can end up, if you're running double days, you can end up showering three times a day, and it gets a bit silly. You've just got to say, right, well, I'll scrape my hair back and not wash it till later, and just always have your running stuff with you, and any chance you get to nip out, 20 just minutes is great. Do it, it's well worth it.
Really? Yeah, because I always think, it's not worth it to just go out for 20 minutes, but well, even walking, is that worth it for just going on a 20-minute, 30-minute walk?
I don't know, Anna. It's not something I've ever really done.
Just get out,
I'd always go out and run.
Yeah.
So if I had 20 minutes spare, I'd go out and do a run, I think. But if you're starting, then go out and walk. But or just go to the bottom of the hill and, trot up it, come back down, and then carry on with what you were doing, where you were going as well.
Yeah. Very inspiring.
Time on feet.
Yeah, time on feet.
Time on feet.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well, that's really good to find out how you train. I do train. I was going to say now how I train, but actually I'm going to be talking to Tim Piggott tomorrow, which won't be tomorrow by the time this comes out, but I will have talked to him, so I think I'll leave how I'm training, because it might all change. But I am planning to go out. We've just done about 8 miles around Pendle Hill, which has been really great, and then I'm tomorrow going to go out and I've got a big backpack full of concrete. It's like 15 kilograms full of concrete, and I'm going to go up the steps that you showed me.
Yeah, steps and barley.
Several times, until I have to come back and speak to Tim about my actual training. So I just get ahead of him there.
Yes, tell him what you've done. Well, Tim, I've been out this morning doing
I've done 10 reps of the Pendle Hill.
It's about what works for you, isn't it? It's about fitting things in.
Fitting things in. And you were talking about earlier, you were like, when Finley goes to bed, you could go out and do something. I'm like, I'm just dead. Like, I have all these great plans for when Finley goes to bed. I'm like, I'll do that. I'll cook, batch cook everything. I'll wrap all the presents for Christmas and birthdays. I'll just, do some, all I can manage is a knitting in front of the TV. I'm like a granny.
But that's why you have to take advantage of those 20 minutes during the day, because you're more motivated than you are at 8:30 at night, aren't you?
I think I'm going to take him out in his pram, like you said, on the Monday. Because he'll do an hour in that pram. He'll do an hour.
And even if you run for half of it and then walk, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, it's all inspiring stuff. Right, we can do this, people. We can do 2023 amazing ultra running.
Yes, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
And good luck with whatever you're doing as well. Like, we really want to know, don't we?
Tell us what you're doing.
And if you've got any questions, just type them in the YouTube comments below. And me and Vicky and Tim as well, we'll get him to answer the questions as well.
Or hints and tips. Maybe you go to work with your running gear underneath your normal clothes, and then just strip off and get out at lunchtime, so you don't even have to change.
Maybe you've got like Velcro normal clothes, like a strip in, you're like da-da-da-da-da, and you're like Superman, rip it all off and go for a run. Getting it back on would be a bit more tricky, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Maybe you just spend the rest of the day in one of those dry robes.
I've seen lots of people wearing those just normally at the minute.
Maybe that's all the marshals wear it. When we marshal for stuff, they all wear them. So tell us what you're doing. Tell us your 2023 plans, because we really want to know, and we want to everybody follow everybody else's journey,
and give us your hints as well.
Your hints and tips on being motivated and getting out there,
fitting it in
and getting it done. Cool. Okay, we'll see you on the trails, hopefully. Bye. See you at one of the races are at.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Hi. We can't go that. Let's start again. I knew that was going to fall over.